Hello everyone. In this video we're going to show you how to define a flat area region and use it in a machining operation as the control geometry. In this example here you see that we have a cavity block. It's got a lot of complex edges that you would have to select in order to define a toolpath. You can do this really quickly using machining regions. So by default, when you load RhinoCam or this Visual CAD Cam, it's the same interface basically. You want to go down to the machining objects browser at the bottom here. If it's not displayed, pick this icon button up here to make it appear. So we want to, from the tools, we want to select the regions tab. And you'll see that we have all these commands for working with regions. Basically, this tab is used so that you can pre-select your regions and then use those pre-selections in an operation. What it does is it makes it a lot easier to select geometry. So for this 2.5 axis roughing operation, we want to contain the operation to the cavity itself. So we want to select the perimeter of the cavity as the control geometry to contain this 2.5 axis roughing toolpath. So we're going to go down to the regions tab and we're going to use the flat area selection filters icon first. And what this does is it allows you to set a filter for what regions or what edges that you want to select based on a flat area. So we're going to select this flat area at the top of the cavity block. So we don't want to select the outer edges. We only want to select the inner perimeter. So we're going to use the option ignore outermost region and pick OK. Now with that filter set, we're going to go to the next icon, select flat areas, and we're going to pick the flat area on top of the cavity block and right click. And you'll see that it added a machining region set and it added one flat area region to this set. And if you look at the cavity block here, when you select the region, you'll see that it's highlighted in green. So that was, we pre-selected the perimeter around this cavity in one click, versus if you had to do it manually from the operation control geometry tab, you'd have to go in there and select each one of these edges, and if you miss one, then you'll come up with errors. So this is a fast way to do it automatically. Okay, so we got the flat area region defined. Okay, let's go change over the tools tab so that it turns it off so you don't see the pre-highlight of it. So we're going to go back up here to the roughing operation. We're going to right click and edit it. Okay, so we're going to get rid of all these that we had in there before, and we're going to go to the select predefined regions button at the bottom. So it pops up the dialog and it shows you the same region area and set that you saw down here in the regions tab. So what region do we want to use to contain this toolpath? We want to use this flat area region, so we'll pick OK. So you see that flat area region was added to the part regions tab of the control geometry tab of the 2.5 axis roughing operation. And if you want to select it, you'll see that it's highlighted on the screen. Let's pick generate. So now we see that the roughing operation was contained only to the cavity area of this part.